Good morning, fifth period. It's Monday morning, March 30th, here with an update for your assignments for week 3, March 30th through April 5th. You have 4 things that are due this week. Remember, I open up the assignments on Monday. You have until Sunday, April 5th at 11:55 to work on them. I am going to encourage you, do not wait till the last minute to do that particular work. Also, it is imperative that you're watching these videos. In these videos, I'm giving you information that will help you with the particular assignment, so you kind of know what I'm looking for, what my expectations are. So please make sure that you're viewing these videos. The first assignment you have this week is to complete Unit 6.1. It is basically a worksheet that's going to allow you to use your Pocket Constitution, and you're going to review Article 1. Article 1 of the Constitution refers to the legislative branch. Remember, little Emily just saw a silly rabbit when we're looking at the Articles of the Constitution. Article 1, L, legislative. So you're just going to basically go through the different subsections, clauses, sections of Article 1 and answer questions. Pretty straightforward. Upload it to Google. For assignment number 2, which is known as a catch article, you're going to review one of the 2 articles that I've given you here. One is A Day in the Life of Senator Murkowski from Alaska. Excuse me. The other is A Day in the Life of Senator Sullivan, who is also from Alaska. And this gives you a really good look into what a senator does while they're at Capitol Hill from the beginning of their day till the end of the day. So you're going to read one of those articles. And as you read one of those articles, you're then going to complete what's known as a catch article annotation. And that is this worksheet that is found here. For this worksheet, what you'll do is put the article title and the date published. You can find that on the article. Whether you're doing the Murkowski one or the Sullivan one, you're going to circle unknown words. So I want you to write down 3 words that you're not familiar with, that you hadn't seen before, you didn't really understand what they were while you were reading the article. Give me the parts of speech, whether it was a noun, verb, adverb, adjective, whatever it might be, and then define that word and then give a synonym with it, a word that is very similar to it. So this is just helping us with our vocabulary. The second thing you will do in this activity is you will ask questions, acknowledge confusion. After reading the article, what 2 questions did you have about the article? Well, don't use yes or no questions. Don't just ask generic questions, but really think through what other questions did this article lead you to want to know. Third, how do you react to the article? I want you to tell me what part was surprising, sad, uplifting, inspiring. Write this in complete sentences. You're giving me 2 things that were interesting, surprising, or sad. So give complete sentences in detail for that. And then you're going to capture the main idea. In 5 sentences, summarize the article. What was it talking about? These are 5 well-written sentences. Focus on the main ideas, the key details, capture the main idea. And then finally, I want you to give me what you believe are the 2 most important parts of the article. Now, this is in your words, not in the words of the actual article, but where was it? What do you think was the most important parts of the article? So this is what's known as catch. It's allowing us to kind of catch what the article was telling us about. So you'll want to make sure that you complete that properly for this week. Third, you have 2 videos on congressional leadership and congressional committees. These are crash course videos. You've got some questions that you're going to answer. So watch the videos, answer the questions. And then finally, we have what's known as researching congressional committees. I'm going to pull that up for you right here. And for this particular assignment, we need to understand that the House of Representatives, as well as the Senate, is comprised of committees. That's where the majority of the work is done. Bills that are presented by anyone have to go to a committee. From the committee, they then work their way through before they actually make it onto the floor where they can possibly become law. So we want to look at what these basic committees do. So you're going to research a particular standing committee. You can research one from the House, or it can be one from the Senate. You're only doing one committee. So if you want it from the House, it's one committee from the House. If you want it from the Senate, it's one from the Senate. You don't do one from the House and one from the Senate. It's just one committee. You're going to prepare Google Slides or a PowerPoint presentation detailing the information below. So you can find all of this information. Now, I have up here, for instance, here's the United States House of Representatives. Here are the different committees. So I would select one that I'm interested in, something that's important to me. And I would just, as you click on that, if I just go to Judiciary. So I would click on Judiciary, and it's going to tell me all the information that I basically need. Notice up top, here's committee activity. You're going to have to understand what is going on, what are some hearings, what's taking place. Here are the members. This is going to be important also. Notice here are the members of the particular of the particular committee. Notice they're divided down by Democratic. Of course, this tells us it's Texas. This is District 18 in Texas. So you're kind of looking to see, are there any from North Carolina that's particular on part of this committee for the judiciary one. As we go down, we're now in the Republicans, and we're looking, and we're going to see that there's somebody from Virginia, but there's nobody from North Carolina with this committee. That's okay, not a problem, but you're just doing the research. Also, what type of committee? What do they do? What's their history? What is going on? When's the last hearing? Well, if I go back, I can find committee activity. I can go to hearings, tells me past committee activities, and I noticed that on March 5th, 2020, there was this meeting on presidential clemency and opportunities for reform. You could click on this. It's 3 hours. Definitely don't want to watch 3 hours of it, but if it was to load, which there it goes. It's going to basically tell you they met in room 2141, and you can find more information by clicking on this particular link right here, and it tells you what basically was going on. And here are some documents, some witness lists, some of the information that was put on. Here are some people that spoke at that particular meeting. So a lot of good information that you can find. By the way, if you want to do Senate, you can do Senate. Here are the Senate committees right here. You have Armed Services, Banking, Budgeting, Homeland Security, probably pretty important right now with things that are going on. And you can do the same thing. If I click on Appropriations, it will take me to the Senate. Wow, wouldn't you like to have a nice meeting room right there? That's where they meet. Here's the chairman. Here's the vice chairman. And then once again, I can go up to the top. I can find the committee members. I can find news, what they've done, subcommittees. Here's hearings. And here's some legislation. So part of the assignment, you have to find out what some legislation they've been doing. They did a bill to provide supplemental appropriations for childcare. You can go and read on that. That was March. Probably has something to do with the coronavirus. So you're going to do just a nice little Google sheet, Google presentation for this, explaining what is going on and then answering why is it important that we become familiar with this committee. So I've tried to give you some ideas as to what's going on this week with those assignments. I cannot stress to you enough that watch the videos. Ask questions. Don't forget, we've got our virtual meeting this coming Thursday. We have office hours that are established. If you need anything during those office hours, more than happy to help you. I hope that you have a great week. As far as grades, yes, I'll be putting some grades in as we move throughout the week, so I am working on that as well. Hope you guys have a great week. Be in touch. Take care. Don't forget, you're smart enough, you're good enough, and doggone it, I sure do miss you, and I do love you. Take care.